So here we are with video number 3, and we're looking at the alpacas in what we call the special needs pen, or the little boys pen. These are boys who either have health issues, or they're older, or they just don't get along well enough with the other boys next door to be in wrestling and roughhousing. So we've kind of got them in this little pen, or they're just kind of being companions to the other boys in this pen. And Mac is more of a companion. He's a very healthy alpaca. This is Mac in front of us. Hey Mac, handsome boy. He's certainly not lacking in groceries. If I get behind him, you can see how broad he is in his back. He should have a nice A-frame side of back, and kind of got a little bit flat back, so Mac could really do with a bit of a diet. But whilst he's in this pen, he probably won't get that because there's not as much competition for food. You don't complain about it though, do you, buddy? Hey? He's a very handsome boy. His face is very beautiful when we sheared. Let's go over and see Twister. I can see Twister over here. Bit of a cooler day here at the farm. We've got a chance of rain Monday and Tuesday. Today's Sunday, so we're keeping our fingers crossed because we're desperate for rain. So the wind's blowing and the temperature's kind of cool, so hopefully we're going to get some rain. Here's Twister just having a forage. He's looking around for things to eat. He's got a big bale of hay, but sometimes they find other little shoots and things just poking up, or bits of our elm leaves. So he's got a very handsome haircut this year. He's doing very well. So now we're going to go over to where the other boys all are. Not too many boys. We only have 9 boys in this pen now. Let's see who else we've got. So here, this is Blast. Blast is very camera shy. He's going to run away from me the whole time, aren't you, Blast? See if I can get round to the front of you, Blast. Here's Blast. Hey, buddy. Looking good, aren't you, hey? Yes, very handsome. And behind him you have Rain. So you see Rain's still got his bit of a head tilt, and of course he's only got the one good eye, so he kind of looks out of that right eye. And the right eye has actually got limited vision from a previous tick paralysis. He likes to chew on bars and things. You're quite the character, aren't you, Rain? And the staining is where he's got nerve damage to the right side of his face, so when he chews his cud, some of it falls out. So he gets a bit of a messy neck. We have to throw away some of his neck fleece, unfortunately. And Rain has a very beautiful fleece. It's very what we call crimpy, very soft and very dense. Lots of fleece on. For such a challenged alpaca, he produces a lot of fleece. And here's Mr. Patton, nibbling at the core of the bale. This bale we put out a few days ago, and you can already see how much they've eaten down from it. This is a big bale of hay. Patton, you're going to say hello to everybody? Hi, Patton. Come on. Head up, maybe? So I'm kind of busy. Busy eating, aren't you? Yeah. And Patton's still got a very fine fleece. Very even fleece, too. And the kind of brownish colour you see on them, it's not their own fleece colour, that's our dirt. So if they were washed, they'd be a lot whiter. His fleece is actually pure white. Patton, say hello to us, come on now. So, no, I'm busy. There he is. And let's see, here is Mr. Braveheart. Hi, Braveheart. Poor Braveheart's hardly got any teeth left. He's a much older alpaca. And he's got a bit of a skin condition. As you see, he's having a hard time holding his weight. So we have to monitor his food intake pretty aggressively, make sure he gets enough. He's a big alpaca and he's got a big head, and every morning when I'm feeding, he gets his head in that feed bucket, and it's heavy. You kind of have to battle with him, but he always gets plenty of food. He's just with his teeth, he's having a harder time, maintaining his weight. And there's not much we can really do. So we just got to keep giving him more food. He's been hanging on for us. Here is Little Man. Hi, Little Man. Also known as Tonka, that's his registered name. Tonka's fleece, or Little Man's fleece, was absolutely beautiful this year. Probably one of the best fleeces in the herd. It was very shiny, very healthy fleece. Good long staple length, and had a nice structure to it. Very soft. So his fleece has actually gone off to the mill now to be processed into yarn. And here's another one. You can see it looks like he's got a brown neck, but actually it's just dirt from where he's been rolling. Over here is Geraint, and Geraint got a really raggedy head, partly because his fleece is very fine, but it doesn't have much density to it, and so we were a little bit concerned during the winter that he might be a bit chilly if we took his fleece all the way down. So Mr. Rick tried to kind of leave him a little bit of fleece on, and that's not easy to do when you're shearing. It's a real challenge to leave any part of the fleece on, so it does end up a bit raggedy and rough looking, but hopefully that will help him through the winter. If not, we've got coats we can put on the alpacas if they really need them, but we prefer not to coat them if possible. Geraint, could you actually look at the camera for us instead of just showing us the top of your head? Righty, come on. He's really engrossed in whatever he's found there. I think they're finding wheat heads. I'll tickle his ear and see. There he is. He's got a shaggy hairdo. Geraint's one of the very few unregistered alpacas that we've ever had. His mother belonged to our vet. She was a research animal, in that her babies never survived very long, and so she was donated to our vet to see if we could find out why. And then his mother Primera came to us when our vet was having a busy foaling season, and he asked me to look after her. She had a baby by her side at that stage, and unfortunately that baby did pass away, but then she was already bred for Geraint, and so when he was born we intervened and gave him a plasma transfusion, and we also partially bottle fed him. The problem was with Primera's milk. It had no nutritional value, or very little nutritional value. Interesting enough, her babies would always grow lots of fleece and lots of toenails, but not much muscle. So there was definitely a problem with her milk there and the nutrition they were receiving. But he's her only surviving baby. So there's Mr. Geraint. And then here is our oldest male. We'll finish up with Tobiano. He's the oldest alpaca we have on the property. He's now 21. Some of you might remember Teresa, who passed away last year at 23, and this is her son Tobiano. So he's got some good longevity genes. He also still, despite his age, has a very beautiful fleece. Very fine, very even. Aren't you? Handsome boy, yeah? It looks like he can't see. He can actually see, but you can see his eyes here. There we go. So that's these boys in here. They're all doing well, all enjoying their bale of hay. So that kind of catches you up to date on how everybody's looking. Another shot of some of these other boys. Alright, well I'll go and see if I can upload these and get them off to you guys on Facebook or some other means. Bye!